Hi everyone, and welcome back to another week of the 2026 Women's Training Program. My name is Jordan, my pronouns are she, her, and I'm a runner, high rockster, and run coach located in downtown Toronto. I am also honored to be a part of this year's Toronto Waterfront Marathon Community Team. For those of you who were a part of the program last year, you may remember that we chatted about menstrual cycles and how they can impact your overall training and performance. This year, I want to expand on that idea a little bit more and chat about how we can recognize patterns within our bodies that are going to help us as runners. Now, you may know that research on menstrual cycles and athletic performance is forever evolving, but what we do know for certain is that our hormones can very much so impact our training. So, what I'm hoping we do today is get a better understanding of how we can be equipped to work with our bodies as opposed to against them. Let's get started, shall we? First things first, let's do a quick recap on the menstrual cycle. So the typical cycle lasts about 28 days total and consists of 4 different phases. You have menstruation, the follicular phase, ovulation, and the luteal phase. During your period and throughout your follicular phase, your estrogen levels are gradually rising while your progesterone levels are quite low. What this means for runners is that we're happy. We love high estrogen levels. Essentially, it provides us with better recovery time, more motivation, and better overall energy levels as well. Once we get to ovulation, a lot of runners are truly at their peak because this is when our estrogen levels are at their highest. So a lot of runners report that they're able to achieve their best PBs during this time, and they just feel great overall. Then things for us runners get a little bit more difficult. After ovulation, we hit what's known as the dreaded luteal phase. And during this phase, progesterone is rising, our estrogen is dropping, and quite often we're feeling fatigued, bloated, and we are struggling to get out of bed to get that run done in the morning. After this, when we hit menstruation, our hormone levels completely drop and the cycle begins all over again. Now, the important thing to recognize here is that these are all common patterns. They are not rules. Believe it or not, some runners feel their best during their luteal phase, and that's totally okay. What's important here is being able to recognize our personal patterns. As runners, we're already used to tracking certain data, right? You track your pace, you track your heart rate. For many of us, we're tracking our sleep cycles. Your menstrual cycle is simply just another piece of that puzzle. Alongside your training, I would recommend tracking certain things like your motivations to run, your energy levels before and after a run, and any physical symptoms you may have as well. After a few months, you may start to notice some patterns. Maybe during a certain phase, your long runs feel absolutely fabulous. Maybe during another phase, your workouts are feeling a little bit harder. The goal isn't to plan every workout perfectly around your cycle. It's to gather information about your body so that you can make better training decisions overall. Let's take some time to focus on how this information may fit into a typical training month. During your period, this could be a very good time to focus on easy runs and on flexibility as well. Some runners feel great and train normally, while others may need to scale it back a little bit, and that is perfectly normal and perfectly okay. It's important to take care of our bodies. During the follicular phase, as estrogen rises and our energy levels are a little bit higher, we see a lot of runners tend to focus on more speed sessions and more challenging workouts because they're feeling their best. And then at ovulation, many runners continue to feel strong, right? So this is a good time to put in any key workouts. Sometimes your longest runs are great at this time as well because your energy levels are up for so much higher. And then, of course, the dreaded luteal phase where we're feeling bloated, we're feeling tired, all of that jazz. This is also a great opportunity to scale it back a little bit, work on some of your smaller workouts and your easier workouts, and allow yourself that extra recovery time as well, because recovery can be tricky during this phase. I want to emphasize that this is just an example. Not all of our cycles look the same. We are all different human beings. The most important thing is identifying what works best for you. speaking of what works best for you, I want to take a moment to briefly touch upon perimenopause because many women within our running community are either approaching it or going through it right now. Perimenopause is what leads us up to menopause, and that's when our hormones are completely out of whack. So things that can be impacted can include your body temperature, your cravings, your sleep quality, your recovery, your mood, your energy levels. Things can be very overwhelming and confusing at this time. Good news here is that the same approach still applies. You want to track your patterns, be flexible, prioritize recovery, and adjust your training needs based on how your body's feeling rather than sticking to a rigid plan. One more point I would like to make. Your cycle can also be a very important indicator of your overall health. Irregular or missing periods can often indicate that your body isn't feeling quite right. High training volumes, improper fueling, stress, low energy availability can all impact your menstrual health. So as runners, it's very, very crucial that we not just focus on performance, but proper fueling and recovery needs as well. If your cycle becomes irregular or disappears entirely, it is very much so worth it to speak to a healthcare professional. So if there's one thing and one thing only that I'd like you to take from today's session, it's this. Your cycle is simply just another training metric. The goal is not to control it, it's to understand it and to work with it. By understanding your own patterns, you make smarter training decisions and you recover more effectively as well. If you'd like to chat more training, running, or have any questions about today's session, you can find me on Instagram at JordanKRuns or send me an email at hello@jordankcoaching.com. Feel free to also check out my website, jordankcoaching.com, for more information as to what I offer as a coach. Good luck to everyone in your training, and I cannot wait to see you crush it out there this fall at the Toronto Waterfront Marathon. Bye!